Morning, happy fam. I mean afternoon. It's afternoon! And I've just finished my 5 days at Splendor in the Grass, which was a really massive, massive event to do, especially since I'm like all sick and gross. Anyway, I'm just at home now, chilling out. Now sorting my life back together after coming back from New Zealand straight into a 5-day festival, which was madness, complete madness. And now I felt something coming through me just then, and I wanted to share it with you guys because it was something that I observed this morning. Good morning, afternoon, Nadia Sword. It's good to see you on live. I've been thinking about you today, actually. Anyway, so what did I write? Oh my gosh, is my memory getting that blimmin' bad that I just cannot recall things I wrote like pretty much 2 seconds ago? I blame the flu, whatever this is that's actually coming out of my body right now. Now, I think I said something like, what did I say, Nadia? Did I say something like, shift your energy to let things be easy? I think I wrote something like that. I'm going to assume that's what I wrote, and then I'm going to start talking about that. So anyway, this morning, if you're laughing, they must be right. So this morning, as I was going to the festival, right, on festival days when it's about when everything's closing up, it can be complete madness. There can be havoc of people getting in and out of trying to get out of the the festival, packing up their tents and all the rest of it. And oh, that's all right, Nadia. I'm just going to talk about this. Shifting your energy to allow things to be easy. And really all that takes is for us to be present in every moment, to tune in and check in to see, am I in an expanded state, and is my vibration, or how is my energy right now? Am I in a low vibe type state, or am I in a good high vibe type state? You don't have to be high as a kite, but just not low vibe. Do you notice that sometimes when you're like stressed, for instance? So this morning I had to go, I had to get to the festival. I had to get to a park first. I had to go and get on a bus to get into the festival. And then first thing this morning, I left behind my wallet, which had my driver's license in it, which is important because I'm driving these people, and so I needed my license to make sure, just in case I got pulled up or something. So I left, and I realized that I didn't have my wallet. I was like, damn it. So I had to come back, and I was just cutting it fine, and I needed to be there on time. Now, normally what happens is when these things, when you're under a little bit of time pressure to get somewhere, and you're like, oh my God, I need to get there at this time, or else I'm going to miss the bus, or I'm going to miss the connection, or whatever it is, we can get tense, we can get stressed, and our energy basically like, low vibes, right? And have you noticed that every time you're kind of in that state of low vibe or contraction, or, like shit stressing out, that more stuff goes wrong, more stuff you forget, more stuff is going to get lost, or stuff always tends to happen that's like, no, it just gets worse and worse and worse. So what I've learned to do over the years is I always check in with myself, and I'm like, oh no, if I can feel myself going into that low vibe panicky state, I'm like, I'm not going to go there. I'm not even going to go there, because I know that when I'm in that state, when I start freaking out like, oh my God, I've got to get there, or I've forgotten something, or you stop becoming present with what is, right? But you're also calling in and drawing in more shit to happen like that. And then that's usually when things like accidents happen, or the worst things, or whatever you're believing and fearing actually happens. So this morning, as I was driving to catch this bus, I could see the time, and I could see that I was probably going to get there just on time, and I needed everything to happen perfectly for me in order for me to get there. In fact, I was running a little bit behind. But as I was driving, I decided to shift my energy. I decided to shift my state and my vibration. And I was like, I know for a fact, and it's happened so many times in my life, that if I'm in this low vibe stress state, something is going to happen where I'm not going to make it. I'm going to miss the bus, or I'm going to get into an accident, or something else is going to happen. It's just going to keep on snowballing into the day where I have a crap day. And I'm like, I refuse to have a crap day when it's something I can absolutely control. I can absolutely control my vibration. So I was in the car driving, and I just took a few breaths, and I decided to let go and relax, and that I would get there in perfect. I started changing the story that I was telling myself in that moment. I just started saying, I'm going to get there in perfect time. In fact, I'm going to have plenty of time. I'm going to get there. I'm going to be able to find a park. In fact, I'm going to find the perfect park. It will be just right there for me, and I'm not going to have to go search through hundreds of car parks to get one. One is going to a pair for me. This is what I asked. And then I decided that the bus would be there and I'd have plenty of time, and I was busting. I needed to go to the toilet so bad. And I was like, and I will be able to go to the toilet. And I just said all this stuff to myself, and I got into this very relaxed state as I drove. And I felt calm and collected and just very good. And of course I arrived, and there was a car park at the very start of where all of the cars were parked, right? In fact, I think it might have even been where the staff parked, and it was just there available for me to pop my car into. And then, of course, the bus wasn't even there yet, and I had plenty of time to go to the toilet and relieve myself, which felt amazing. You're welcome that I share that with you. I feel so intimate with my with my happy fam that I feel okay sharing that with you. And then I had a conversation with a girl there, and I also got to do my journaling, which I was so happy because I had to leave super early. I couldn't do it before. Well, I didn't really want to get up at 5 a.m. and do it in the cold. So, and I got to do my journaling while I was there as well, which is like full of appreciation and full of manifesting things that I get to teach my people in Happy Mindset, Happy Life. That starts, actually, it starts tomorrow technically, but we start on Monday, but I'm putting the pre-work into that program tomorrow. So if you haven't gone into the program yet, come and join the program. And if you haven't, it's an event on this page, and I'll post a link below so you can join. Come and join. I will be teaching all of the things. But as I went through my day, I went on and I jumped in the bus, and it was a cruisy bus ride. And then I had all the seats. I was like the only person on the bus. It was great. And then I got to the place on perfect time. I got to pick up my people. I was calm and collected. Everyone was really nice to me, super accommodating to me. I dropped the people off at the airport. I got to listen to a podcast on the way back. When I got back, I was just cool, calm, collected. I had to do all these different things, but everything that was thrown at me that could have, if I was in a state of like, oh no, I've got to get this done, shit, this kind of low vibe, angsty state, I would have reacted to everything in that way, and it could have made it worse, and the day could have gone completely different, right? It could have just been this like, oh, very stressful, high stressful day. But because I chose to manage my state first thing in the morning, everything just flowed for me. And I tell you what, when you get in that state too, magic stuff starts happening. You're kind of like, how did I manifest? Well, at first you might say that. You'll be like, how did that happen? And then you're like, when you've done it for a while, you're kind of like, well, of course that happened, because that's what happens for me, because I manage my state. I've learned how to do this. I've spent years and years perfecting this for myself. In fact, I still perfect it for myself, and I keep taking myself to the next level of how I want to manifest, or how I want to enable my world to be more magical. I let more awesomeness in and more joy in. I mean, shit, I even went, because I was staff, right? And I went into this place where you're actually technically meant to have this card, which they scan so you get free food and all this other stuff, and I didn't realize that at the time. And I went in there and I went to go get, see if I could get some food for free, and the guy was like, oh, have you got your scan, the ticket thingy, scanny thingy? And I was like, oh no, I've only got this, I had the lanyard on, whatever I was wearing. And he's like, looked at me and he's like, I'll give it to you anyway, it's the last day, it's okay. And I was like, yeah. So I got some free stuff as well. It's just it's so amazing though. It's just so amazing when you just learn how to manage and shift your state. Easy. And it seriously wasn't easy for me. Once upon a time, my mind would have fixated on shit. I would have stressed out. I did not have the skill, or I hadn't practiced it enough to be really good at it, to be able to shift my state in any moment of time, right? I would get this idea in my head that, oh no, it's going to be hard, and then I would just run with that the whole day, and it would be hard, and then more and more crap would happen. Then I'd be like, life sucks, why does it suck? Not really fully understanding that it was sucking, because I didn't know how to shift my mindset. I didn't know how to shift my state. I didn't know how to do that back then, and then what I was saying was true. Life was hard, life was shitty, things were happening all the time to me, and it sucked. Until I started practicing flipping the switch, shifting my mindset, and doing it often, every moment of the day, noticing, checking in all of the time about my energy. And then with practice, it just became super fucking easy. And the stuff that I'm teaching in the Happy Mindset, Happy Life, the 2-week program, I'm basically I'm taking what has taken like many years and shortcutting it in such a way that you can learn it quickly. You know, why go, like, I kind of look at it like this. I went through years and years of learning and learning the stuff for myself, practicing the stuff for myself, and learning how to put it into a language that makes it very simple for other people to learn and accept and take on, so that you guys can learn it, and you can just have those aha moments really fast, that you don't have to spend the next 5 years of your life learning this shit the hard way. You get to learn it really quickly, and it's so much more, it's really magical when you get into a group and you start learning this stuff and you start implementing it immediately, because you've got people who have the same belief, that understand what it is that you're practicing, right? When you have more people practicing this together, there's something that's special that happens. The energy in that group sort of supports everyone else in what they're doing, because you're practicing, right? You're practicing something that at first feels like it's not true, but then you begin to realize that what you're doing is actually making it true. And then like, the more you practice it, the more magical it becomes, and the more incredibly amazing it is, that the things that happen in your world, stuff that is kind of like, how the hell did that happen? Like, is this even possible? Did that really happen? Whoa, shit type stuff, which is so fun, so fun. And I'm trying to magic right now my this cold that I have to. Do you know what? Here's the other thing. Just one more thing, and this is something that I found very. It kind of came to me this morning, and I've thought about it before, but I thought I'd share it with you today. When you shift your vibration, right, and when you're doing it permanently. So when you're deciding that you're going to live life on another level, right, you're lifting it because you're deciding that you're no longer going to engage in low vibe stuff like for long amounts of times. Of course, we always dip into there now and then as a reminder of where we can bring ourselves back to, right? Contrast. But as you're learning to lift your vibration permanently, right? So your baseline of how you get to experience your life every single day. So say you've been depressed and it's kind of low vibe stuff, you know, and it is what it is. It's not about being like going to judgment of yourself. It just is what it is, right? I've been there. So but when you're lifting your vibration, you're deciding to live on a higher vibration, the stuff that is low vibe that is within you will start to come out. It's this process, right? That stuff starts showing up. So I've been lifting my vibration to another level recently, and there's stuff like this that must have been in me that is now coming out of me. Hence this flu, whatever this is. People think it's like getting caught from something. I'm like, I don't believe that. It's actually stuff that was already within me coming out, because it cannot stay in me anymore. Anyway, I hope that makes sense for you. I just felt cool to just like share that with you right now. So check in with your vibration, fam. In every moment you can shift it like that if you practice. It's a real gift to give to yourself. And I'm super excited for everyone who's coming into Happy Mindset, Happy Life, the 2-week program online with me. I'll post it below. I hope you can come join us. It's going to be amazing. We're going to just have lots of massive shifts in our lives and teach ourselves how to create a happy mindset, because we all deserve to have a happy life. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you today, fam. Hope you have an amazing day wherever you are. And remember, be rebellious, be yourself.